I was on the lookout for the herd of desert bighorn sheep on this hike up to North Franklin Peak, which is the highest point in the Franklin Mountains in El Paso. You see, about a year ago, Texas Parks and Wildlife reintroduced the desert bighorns to the Franklin Mountains after being absent for nearly 100 years. They relocated 77 sheep from Elephant Mountain near Alpine, which had the biggest and healthiest herd in the state, and they released them in the Franklins in December of last year. And since then, at least 17 new babies have been born in their new home here. I think they're some of the coolest animals out there. I mean, the power of those headbutts the rams do during mating season is just insane, and their climbing ability on the Rocky Peaks is incredible. Bighorn sheep have been in West Texas for thousands of years, as evidenced by the Native American rock art documenting their presence here. But over the first half of the 1900s, a combo of unregulated hunting, increased human population and development, and competition from livestock and invasive species all led to declining populations of desert bighorns, and they eventually disappeared from Texas completely for a period of time. In the 1950s, Audads, or Barbary sheep, were first brought to Texas, primarily for hunting on private ranches. Audads are native to North Africa and have similarities to desert bighorns. They inevitably escaped from those private ranches and started breeding in the wild, and they breed twice as frequently as desert bighorns, and also often have twins, so their population has skyrocketed while competing over the same territory with the desert bighorns. Audads are also carriers of a bacteria that they are unaffected by, but causes a deadly pneumonia in bighorns, especially in the young lambs. And even with the conservation focus, the bighorn sheep population in Texas has declined by over 50% in the last 5 years because of that bacteria. But here's to hoping that the desert bighorns here in the Franklins thrive and grow, and hopefully I'll see them here in person during my next visit.